Hi watch friends, and great that you are all tuning in again on the channel. My name is Dick and today we have a very minimalistic but gorgeous looking watch on the channel from one of my favorite watch brands, NOMOS. We are going to take a closer look at the NOMOS watch that I think is the most NOMOS looking NOMOS. Does that sound weird? I don't know, but this watch has all of the design elements that NOMOS stands for. It's minimalistic in design, has a cool palette of colors that matches very well with each other, and it has a well decorated in-house movement. And also of course the Bauhaus design elements. It is clean, very colorful, subtle, playful and very NOMOS. Let's take a better look and start off with the intro. It's going to be a great day when you receive a watch from NOMOS. The unpacking experience of any NOMOS watch is always something special. The presentation of a NOMOS watch is beautiful and sometimes they even send something extra with the watch. Like in this case a pair of very nice watch gloves and a chocolate bar. And out of experience I can report that the chocolate from NOMOS is very tasty. The Metro Date Power Reserve is presented in a case made from black poplar wood. Opening the case we can see the warranty card in this little envelope and also the watch. So let's take a quick first look, shall we? The saying of less is more is definitely correct here with this particular NOMOS. The watch is known for its modern aesthetic, elegant simplicity and its versatility as a daily wearer. This particular Metro model is also the first model from the NOMOS Metro lineup. And next to this Metro we also have some other cool versions like we can see here with the Metropolitan colors with a smaller but more unisex case diameter of 33mm that offers very cool and vibrant colors. And here we even can see two rose gold variants. And we also have the automatic versions like the Metro Neomatic Update with its special and cool looking date integration on the outer edge of the dial. But let us take a closer look at the version that we have received today for the review, starting with the case of the Metro Date Power Reserve. We have a case diameter of 37mm, which is exceptionally slender with a height of just 7.7mm. We also see a nice short lock-to-lock size of just 43.6mm, which makes this watch wears exceptionally comfortable and makes it also a good fit on smaller wrists. Zooming in further on the locks we can see a lock width of 18mm, which is perfect for a little bit of fun with some strap changing. The case is made out of 316L stainless steel with a mirror-like quality high polish finishing all around. And on my 6.7 inch wrists, this watch is just perfection in size, looks and with the comfort of wearing it. Now a case diameter of 37mm can sound a bit small for some, but thanks to the slim bezel it has an impressive presence on the wrist with pretty much of all dial. And because the design of this dial is fresh, colorful and unique in its design, that isn't a bad thing here. It has a calm but timeless appearance due to the beautiful silver color that almost leans towards a cream color with a metallic shimmer over it. NOMOS really has done it again with the Metro as a master in colors. Subtle but yet very refined. Oh sorry, this was the case section of the review, so back to the lugs again. The lugs are bent down so the watch and strap just forms nicely over the wrist. The side of the case is kept simple and screams less is more. And this is one of these elements that just adds to those Bauhaus design rules. It adds to that modern but elegant look, and because the watch is very slender, the side of the watch looks quite cool despite the fact that it is kept simple here in terms of design. Also the mirror-like polishing on the case is beautiful and executed to a very high, dare I say, Grand Seiko-esque standard. The watch is very light and comes in at just 45 grams on the scales. I would add this watch to my personal collection to wear it for more formal attires and for my smart cash outfits. It would be the perfect companion next to my Club Sport 42 Neomatic. I feel that this watch could be worn during the business meetings, but also if you want to add a little bit of sophisticated fun to your outfit. The Metro Date is a fine daily driver for your urban exploration and for your desk dives, but it doesn't like water mods and it has a splash-proof water resistance of just 30 meters. Initially it might seem a bit chaotic with the off-center logo and power reserve indicator. However, the use of Fibonacci principles makes everything flow perfectly on the dial. The galvanized white silver plated dial with subtle contrasting colors, playful yet minimalistic design like the mint green indexes at 3, 9 and 12 o'clock, and the Bauhaus influences makes it instantly recognizable as a NOMOS watch. The oxidized syringe-shaped hour and minute hands in black ensure excellent readability, and they can be very reflective, which helps even further with the legibility of the dial. While the colorful markers at the cardinal points and the power reserve indicator adds a little bit of a fun twist to the dial. The design is playful but minimalistic at the same time and in keeping with the design rules of the Bauhaus design language. We can clearly see the transition between expressionism and modernism. Printed on the dial is the brand name just above the 9 o'clock position in a contrasting black as with the hour and minute track. The printing on the dial is very crisp and clear and there's enough visual space left to let the whole design breathe without getting too cluttered. Just above the 6 o'clock position we can find the second sub-register with a red seconds hand. It gives the dial a little extra pop of color. And if you run out of juice with the movement, then we can also see this vibrant red color back on the power reserve indicator on the dial. When fully wound, the indicator is fully white colored with the mint blue as a contrasting color, and when the indicator will get more red, it is letting you know that it is almost time to wind your watch again. The indicator is just big enough to get a good readability and small enough to ensure a very elegant and not in your face look, and it also adds to the practicality of this watch. If we then look at the date window, we can see a nice shape and it is matched with the color of the dial, and the size is bigger than you would normally find on most watches, which adds to the legibility and practicality of this watch. But despite the fact that I believe this dial is gorgeous, I think that it would have been even more visually pleasing if the date would have been integrated in a slightly bigger sub-seconds register dial at the lower 6 o'clock position between the markers at the 25 and 35 position. But because this watch has won several prizes such as the Good Design, the Red Dot and the German Design Award, yeah, who am I to judge and giving opinions, right? Protecting the dial we can find a domed sapphire crystal with good anti-reflective coating. This crystal is insensitive to scratches and it gives very nice distortions and a light spectacle around the edges of the dial, which is quite a cool effect. This is created because of the curvature of the glass that has a more sloped angle around the edge instead of a gradually dome that we see mostly on watches with the sapphire crystal. And on the underside of the Metro we have a flat sapphire crystal which displays the movement. The NOMOS Metro Date Power Reserve watch comes on a black Horween leather strap. This black strap has a slight shine to it, which matches well with the style of the watch. The quality is top notch and it doesn't need time to break in. It is nice and subtle right out of the box. Also, the black stitching is very well executed and the polished buckle is signed. Normally I would show this watch with several straps, but I don't have any 80mm straps, guys, so yeah, I'm sorry for that. But I can see this watch work very well on a lot of straps, like a nice collar wrap strap in a brown distressed leather or in a nice blue color. Here we can see real German watchmaking at its finest. What NOMOS is offering us here for the price point is just amazing. The DUW4401 caliber is finished mechanically, but it is still very impressive to look at. It is really a very well decorated and nicely looking movement. It is truly one of the highlights of the Metro. What we see here is a in-house hand-wound mechanical movement that is very well decorated. As we can see visible through the open case back. It has 23 jewels. It is just 2.8mm tall and it has a power reserve of a decent 42 hours. The winding of the watch is very smooth and setting the time is easy with this very grippy crown. Now this was the first caliber to feature their proprietary escapement, the NOMOS swing system, and so it served as a declaration of independence from the larger corporate groups that dominated the market. This movement features two patented NOMOS complications within, the date and power reserve indicators. The latter is incredibly practical and reminds the wearer when to rewind the watch. Like I already mentioned, the movement is stunning to look at with its typical Glashütte 3/4 plate. It is decorated with Codes de Genève, blued screws and balance spring. It also has rhodium plated surfaces with Glashütte ribbing and NOMOS perlage. Also featured on the movement is a crown wheel with Glashütte sunburst, which is gorgeous to look at. The movements are a testament to NOMOS commitment to quality and craftsmanship in my opinion, and unfortunately I feel that German watchmaking doesn't always receive the attention and credit that they deserve in my opinion. The crown is always an important element of a watch because this is the part that you will going to use the most. And if we are talking about a hand-wound watch like this Metro, well, then it becomes an even more important element of the overall package. But luckily for us, the crown of the Metro is a treat. It doesn't stick out much, but it is big enough to get a good grab and grip on the crown. And the pattern of the knurling is very elegant and beautiful in its design, but also very grippy. The crown is also signed and has a polished finishing to match the rest of the watch. The winding goes with nice audible clicks and it is very smooth to operate and easy to set the date and time. The NOMOS Metro Date Power Reserve is still available as one of their timeless classics that are in the collection now for a longer time. I believe that this model was introduced 8 years ago, back in 2016, so it really stood the test of time well and it is ready for the next decade. It is available on the website from NOMOS for 3,180 euros or at one of the local NOMOS dealers. For example, here in the Netherlands we have Ace Jewelers as one of the local NOMOS dealers in Amsterdam. After spending a week with the NOMOS Metro Date Power Reserve, I can definitely say that for me personally it's a keeper. It combines modern aesthetics with practical functionality, making it perfect for both work and leisure. The only minor gripe is the date window, for me at least. While practical, a dateless version might offer an even cleaner look. Nevertheless, this watch is a brilliant addition to any collection. It's elegant, playful, versatile and very NOMOS. For me the NOMOS Date Power Reserve is still on my list of watches that I would like to add to my own collection. It has exceeded my expectations and I will going to miss this one when I'm going to send it back to NOMOS. If you want to see more of the history of NOMOS and one of their other more sporty offerings, then click somewhere over here or check out this cool micro brand watch over here. Once again, my name is Dick, thank you all for watching and I will see you all on the next one. Goed weekend allemaal!